Let's go. Alright. Well, hot damn, it's been a while since we've seen each other. Okay, well, as you can probably see by the title of this video, this is going to be a very quick one, and it's going to be kind of a three-parter thing. One of which I will actually post as its individual thing after I'm done. Get to it. Main topic of the video: you cannot be a professional anarchist. With this Floyd Mayweather situation going around, haha, yes, racism. We've seen a lot of protesting. We've seen a lot of rioting going around. I saw immediately, and it was hilarious, that the news started blaming professional anarchists. That's retarded. You cannot be a professional anarchist. It makes no sense to say that you could be a professional anarchist. Anarchism is a philosophy, and maybe you can get to, it's an apolitical philosophy. That's what it is. You cannot associate it with anything other than what it is, an apolitical philosophy. Guess what, brothers? I am anarchist, haha, coming out of the closet. You can't be a professional anarchist. That's like saying you can be a professional Christian. You can be deluded and pretend you're a professional Christian. Basically, that just means either you're an unemployed person who walks around talking about Christianity, or you have a full-time job, but then you also spend a lot of time talking about Christianity. That's not a profession. You're not making money. It's not your job. You know, maybe we can get into very, very technical details, but we don't care. That's not your profession. You're not a professional Christian. You can work. You can be a clergyman. You can be a priest or pastor, preacher, pastor, whatever religion, whatever sect of Christianity you want. You can be that. You can be an ordained minister, or you could, work in the church or some various ways or whatever. But that doesn't make you a professional Christian. That makes you have a profession that is directly associated with the Christian faith. That's a pretty big difference. So the idea of being a professional anarchist is just, it comes off stupid, because what they're actually talking about is a very simple idea. It's either a professional protester, which you can be, and there are plenty of instances where they are. You can be a professional protester who is been paid under the table to throw bricks and break shit and start trouble, or you can be a cop who has infiltrated a protest and break shit and start shit with protests and turn it into rioting. Both of these have been shown to haven't happened in the past. Both of these are almost nearly 100% the reasons why we're having violent protests now. These are both possible. They are also both professions. You can do that. Someone could pay you to do that, and you can claim that's your profession. No one's paying you to be an anarchist. Maybe you might be the kind of anarchist that's a dickhead and throws bricks, because that anarchism allows that, but you cannot be a paid anarchist per se. That's not your job. Your job would be to start shit at a peaceful riot in order to cause mayhem. And the reason why this is that, the philosophy of anarchism has nothing to do with anything, that could be pertained as being a profession of. The concept of to be an anarchist, the very basic idea you can have, and trust me, this gets a lot more complicated, and this will be a video in the future, is that there are no rulers and there are no slaves. No slave masters, no slaves. No rulers, no subjects. Nothing like that. Everyone is an individual. Everyone is free. Everyone are they're the rulers of their own destiny, kind of thing. That's the entire anarchism idea wrapped up. Everything else underneath it is subtextual. It's all underneath that thing. The concept of self-ownership, you owning yourself, you owning the product of your labor, you owning everything you do, and you voluntarily, or at least you choosing to do whatever you want to do with yourself, that's anarchism. So the chances of you being an anarchist, an actual anarchist, I mean, sure, people can call themselves whatever they want, but if you actually identify, you're probably not going to be the kind of dickhead that throws bricks. That doesn't mean you can't be, because you could be a rapist and be an anarchist, because you're I don't want anyone telling me what to do. I don't want anyone having superhuman, supernatural rights that I can't have, and then violently rape a woman, which is gross, but that is a thing that you can do as an anarchist. It's not the majority of anarchists. Most of us are voluntarists, as in volunteers, as if we want to live in a voluntary society where people aren't being coerced into violence. But you can still do that. You can still be a dickhead and throw bricks. I just don't see it being possible that you have a profession in that. someone can pay you and you can go do it, but that's your profession isn't anarchism. You might have an anarchistic belief and then also you could be a dickhead and throw bricks and get paid to do that. That's that point. We will get into topics about that later videos down the line, but that's just where we are right now. You can't be a professional anarchist. Don't believe what the news is telling you. The news is full of shit. That's the key to take away. The news is always full of shit. Look up stuff for yourself. You will see. Once you actually absorb history for what it is through your own research, even quote-unquote if it's wrong, that's a huge margin right there, and we can discuss about that. But even if it's wrong, at least you've researched it yourself. At least you know where you got your information from. At least you're being critical and thoughtful about the information you're taking in. Don't mindlessly believe the dumb shit all these news outlets are teaching you. Even the indie news outlets, the alternative news outlets, don't inherently trust them. Think for yourself. Do your own research. It's better. A little bit of reading typically will get you a long way. Okay, no professional anarchist. Other point of the video. Well, it's been 3 years, Josh. What are you doing? Technically, I'm coming back. Oh, so sad and depressing. I'm going to start making YouTube videos again. The main purpose of me making YouTube videos, other than I want to try to putting out more anarchistic vibes. Hey, let's discuss capitalism. Let's discuss all these different other philosophies and theologies, and let's discuss how they work together and whether it's like factual or not, how people are treating things. Other than pushing the anarchistic beliefs, because again, that's another thing, because there's no reason for me to be sitting, like I've been an anarchist for a very long time, there's no reason to be sitting on my own ass and doing nothing about it and just watching the world kind of decay when I could at least be like, hey, you don't have to be a slave, you don't have to be the property of another person, you can be free. But that is, I want to push more anarchistic views. We already have a few topics on that, and then if you've been here on my channel, if you're a subscriber to my channel, this is not your first video, hopefully, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to be bullshit and talking down to people and making fun of stupid people online. I'm just going to try to kind of sew in a few videos, educational videos about what certain topics are and why anarchism is often misquoted and a whole bunch of different stuff. It doesn't matter. The main reason I'm making, going back to YouTube, and the reason why I didn't do it before was the views aren't worth it. I wasn't never going to make any money, but like I couldn't be consistent enough. It's all my fault. I'm not trying to be like, oh, YouTube, blah, blah. No, I was inconsistent. I was reviewing shit and talking about stuff that was not going to garner any views and required 100% passion on my part. And once I lost that passion, it was never going to be a thing. Got something to be passionate about. This right here, that bastard, that thick boy, is my storyboard for my movie. I am currently working on a full-length feature film. Hopefully it'll be in theaters. Oh no, Corona. Oh, can't say that word. I might bleep that out just because, fascism. But I have a full-length feature film that I want to animate myself. I want to do the majority of the work myself because I don't have a significant amount of money. I have a good amount of money, but I don't have a significant amount of money, and I can't afford to pay people. They'd have to work very, very cheap. So I want to do the vast majority of the work for myself. That includes editing the film. That includes doing a lot of the music and audio and stuff. So you're going to see some weird videos from me coming out of nowhere. You're going to know what that's about because if I'm going to put a bunch of time into making something, why not show it to you? But this is what I'm doing. Got this movie. Actually kind of depressed with how it turned out, and hopefully how it will continue to turn out because, again, I am nearly ready to go start production. It'll take 8 years. Yay. But I need to, in the meantime, learn how to use... I have a new Hollywood grade, I guess professional movie, not Hollywood, but Hollywood professional movie grade video editing software that is the most confusing bullshit I've ever come across. Premiere ain't nothing. I understand how to do a lot of stuff in Premiere. Not that hard. I took college classes. In my college course, I had to take college classes that taught me these things, so, well, it was interesting. But I still think it was much easier to grasp than my new software. The new software, outside of being very expensive, is obtuse, that's probably the word, nonsensical. All I wanted to do, because I was working on my animatic for a bit, all I wanted to do was to take an image from one end to the screen and move it over to the next end of the screen. That took me like 3 hours. The first hour I was manually trying to figure out what it was. The next 2 hours I had to look online because I didn't know, like, the specific wording for Premiere is not how it's worded for other video editing softwares, at least to my knowledge. So I couldn't find it, and I had to dig through a bunch of different videos, and I finally found it, and it was in a place that it shouldn't be. That's my fault, I guess. I should learn the software, but that's what it is. I want to do these videos, so it's going to be a long time before I make a quality video. Like, this ain't nothing. There ain't going to be no editing. I'm just going to chop, throw. But it's going to be a while before my videos are going to go down in quality, and then they're going to go back up in quality, hopefully. So I apologize for that. I mean, hopefully the script will be good, the audio quality will be better, because I've got really good audio equipment, because I'm trying to make a movie. But things are going to dip down before they get better. Alright, and now, the last thing, that's it, update video. I do have topics coming. Hopefully, I am moving currently. I'm not moving, but I'm packing my things up and getting ready to move, and I'm moving soonish. So hopefully I'll have some videos out before that, and then before there's another huge break. But, as of right now, that's the game plan. You're going to get videos. I do plan on making a Patreon account, not because I'm going to ask you guys for money, since there's like 10 of you now, after it's been 13 years since I've uploaded a video. I'm going to start a Patreon. There's a couple reasons why I want to do that. One, it's more to force myself to make videos a little more frequently. I have plenty of free time if I stop goofing off. I've been working out a lot. Can't tell I'm fat, but I've been working. I have a lot more motivation. I have a lot more free time. I have a lot more activities to do. Even when I'm working 10-hour days, I still have plenty of time to do stuff. I just kind of sit on ass and not do it. Though how frequent those videos will vary very greatly. But I am going to make a Patreon account for a few things. One, to motivate me, and two, a way to, like, I guess, sell merch. I do want to have t-shirts and stuff because I think that's cool, but not just for whatever this YouTube thing is. I have a couple brands I want to do. I have a certain fitness brand. Yes, fat guy fitness brand. Aha, laugh it up. I have a fitness brand that I want to promote. I have, again, an anarchistic brand that I want to promote, where I'm going to have anarchistic writings and philosophy writings and shit like that. I'm going to have other books writing too. I want to have that. And then another thing is I'm going to have a paid tier list for fitness information. Now if you're a reasonable, rational human being, you should have laughed at that. I promise you, I know it sounds just as stupid and as idiotical and nonsensical as I just made it seem, as a fat guy telling you how to be fit, how to lose weight, how to be ripped, how to be healthy. That sounds retarded on your point, but I guarantee you, which is the third part of the video, that Patreon tier list should fill up kind of quick. Don't know how big it's going to be. I'm going to keep it tight so that way I don't get hordes of very repetitive dumb questions. So I can kind of talk to people one-on-one. I'm not an expert on this stuff yet, but I am getting there. I'm reading a lot about it. I'm learning about it. I'm trying to nail it down. But I promise you I have a weight loss protocol that is incredibly healthy. Within reason. You'll see how extreme it is. But which it is both extremely extreme, but it's also not extreme at all. As stupid as this, but you don't have to worry about it. I'm still fat. Trust me. This is all a marketing scheme, I promise you. It's a weight loss protocol that's extraordinarily healthy, completely natural, is exceptionally easy to do, and is the most effective way to lose weight. Guaranteed. You will not lose weight any faster or healthier than the protocol that I give you. Because it's not my protocol. Again, other people know about it. It's been practiced for a long time. It doesn't matter. It's a protocol that I'm going to be giving you. I'm going to be selling you pretty cheap. And I promise you, during my third part of this video is I'm going to be putting up fat shaming videos, of course, shaming myself. And you're going to see me through a weight loss journey. And I promise you, by the end of July, there will be very little debate. There will be very little debate about how effective my weight loss program is. I promise you that if you are overweight and you do not want to be overweight, and I promise you it is the easiest thing you'll do in your life. There are ways to make this more difficult. I do it far more difficult than I need to because I don't want to lose a lot of weight. I do want to lose a lot of weight, but I'm trying to build muscle while I lose weight, which slows the weight loss down. You can't have both perfectly. You can kind of mix the two pretty well, and you can only gain muscle, and you'll burn fat that way, but it's not too effective for that, and you can just lose a lot of weight, but you won't lose that much muscle, but you will lose muscle as long as you're only focused on losing the weight, but it's not going to be a lot. You'll recover pretty quick. But I promise you very quickly people will want my advice. Nothing special, again. Nothing that's unnatural, nothing that we haven't known for a long time as a human species. But I promise you, it will blow your mind, because it's already blown mine. And I've only been doing it seriously again because I was on and off. I had a very emotional year last year. But I've been on and off it for a long time. But now that I've been seriously on it again, I'm already down a bunch of weight, and I've cheated on it a couple times. I've spent most of my time weightlifting, getting stronger and getting beefier, which is adding weight. It's not taking it away, even though it's taking size off my gut. But that's a different story. We'll talk about that in that video. And it's just, I feel good. That's all I care about. That's all I ultimately care about. And I'm trying to motivate myself to know you need to lose the weight. One, because you have 2 books you're writing about this protocol. And then at the same time, you do in fact, want to be thin so you can perform your activities the way you want to perform it. So, with that said, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you look forward to the upcoming videos. Again, the first few are going to be incredibly lazy, and I apologize for that. Again, I do not have a clue how to operate this software. I will try to do it in a as cheeseless way as possible, but you know me, I'm a cheesy boy. So thank you for joining me. I hope you keep tuned. This video should come out first, and then I will put the my fat shaming video up, basically my weight loss vlog, if you will. That series will go up too. I promise you, that's the video you want to watch. I will be on top of that. That'll be hopefully an every Friday thing. My battery died last Saturday when I went to go do the video, and it just kind of made me upset. So I had to wait until today while it charged, because it's a pretty decent battery, and I waited extra long to make sure it was fully charged. I should have videos up every Friday. That includes this Friday too. I will record this video after work. My next fat cringe video. You'll see I'm a fat boy, and you're going to see this shirt off, so watch out for that. And that's just it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to I'm going to try to put out more videos for you guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. Why would you subscribe to me otherwise? Maybe to laugh at me, which is good. I need to be laughed at. I need to be taken down a few pegs. I'm kind of an egotistical dick. But otherwise, it doesn't matter. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about anarchism. We're going to make fun of dumb people on the internet posting their really stupid opinions that some of it actually hurts us all, because bad economic advice can really destroy us. Ha! Ooh, look at the shutdown to the economy. It's all great. And then, well, you'll see how fat I am, and you'll see me lose that weight pretty quickly. So, God bless. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And hope to see you guys soon.